Ancient Egypt, thriving from around 3100 BC to 30 BC, is renowned for its iconic pyramids and the Great Sphinx. The Nile River was central to their civilization, providing water for drinking, transportation, and fertile land for agriculture. Egyptians were masters of architecture, creating impressive structures like the pyramids of Giza and monumental temples such as Karnak and Luxor. In addition to their architectural achievements, Egyptians made significant advancements in medicine, developing early practices and treatments that influenced future medical knowledge. They also developed a complex writing system known as hieroglyphics, used for religious texts and monumental inscriptions. Their belief in the afterlife led to elaborate burial practices, including mummification and the construction of detailed tombs like those found in the Valley of the Kings. The grandeur of their achievements, from their engineering feats to their cultural innovations, continues to captivate and inspire people around the world today. Mesopotamia, often called the cradle of civilization, was located between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. This region is where the first cities, such as Uruk, emerged around 4000 BCE, and Babylon developed. Mesopotamians were pioneers in writing with cuneiform, which started around 3200 BC, making this civilization about 6,000 years old. They also introduced complex legal codes, including Hammurabi's Code, established around 1754 BC, which laid the groundwork for modern legal systems. Their advancements didn't stop there. They made significant contributions to astronomy and mathematics, shaping the way we understand the world today. Indus Valley Civilization. The Indus Valley Civilization, thriving around 2500 BCE in what is now Pakistan and northwest India, was remarkably advanced. Cities like Mohenjo-daro and Harappa were known for their sophisticated urban planning, with well-organized grid layouts and advanced drainage systems. Despite their achievements, much about their culture remains a mystery, including their undeciphered script. The civilization declined around 1900 BC, and historians continue to debate the reasons for their disappearance. Ancient China, which dates back over 3,000 years, was a land of remarkable innovation in philosophy. Early dynasties like the Shang, circa 1600 to 1046 BC, and Zhou, over 1,000 years long, beginning around 1046 BC, set the foundation for later unification under the Qin dynasty, 221 to 206 BC. China made groundbreaking contributions, inventing paper around 105 CE, gunpowder 9th century CE, and the compass 11th century CE, which revolutionized life and trade. Philosophers such as Confucius, 551 to 479 BC, and Laozi, 6th century BCE, profoundly influenced Chinese culture and thought. The Great Wall of China, highlighting their engineering skills, was built over centuries, starting in the 7th century BC. The legacy of ancient China is a rich blend of innovative inventions and deep philosophical teachings, shaping not only its own society but also the world at large. Ancient Greece, flourishing from roughly the 8th century BCE to around 600 CE, stands as the birthplace of Western civilization, contributing significantly to democracy, philosophy, and the Olympic Games. Thinkers such as Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle explored profound concepts of human knowledge and reason. Prominent city-states like Athens and Sparta became centers of art, science, and warfare, shaping cultural and intellectual developments. Greek mythology and literature, including Homer's epics and the tragedies of Sophocles, continue to resonate through modern society, influencing art, philosophy, and storytelling across the ages. The legacies of this ancient civilization remain deeply embedded in our culture today. Ancient Rome, existing for over 1,000 years from its founding in 753 BCE until the fall of the Western Empire in 476 CE, transformed from a small city-state into a vast empire with an enduring legacy. Romans excelled in engineering, creating remarkable structures like aqueducts, roads, and the Colosseum. The development of the Roman Republic and later the Empire established crucial foundations for modern governance and legal systems. Latin, the language of Rome, influenced numerous contemporary languages. Additionally, their contributions to art, architecture, and culture continue to inspire and resonate throughout the world today. Persian Civilization. The Grand Persian Civilization, over 2,500 years old, is renowned for its vast empire and rich culture. The Achaemenid Empire, established by Cyrus the Great, extended from the Balkans to the Indus Valley, becoming one of history's largest empires. Persians excelled in administration, implementing a network of satrapies, or provinces, each overseen by a satrap. Their extensive road system, including the famous Road, enhanced communication and trade throughout the empire. Persian art and architecture, exemplified by the magnificent structures of Persepolis, displayed their sophistication and aesthetic brilliance. The Zoroastrian religion, emphasizing the duality of good and evil, greatly influenced Persian culture and subsequent religious thought. Though conquered by Alexander the Great, the legacy of the Persian Empire remains significant in history. Maya civilization. The Maya civilization thrived in Central America from around 2000 BCE to the 16th century CE. Renowned for their advancements in mathematics, astronomy, and writing, the Maya developed a complex calendar system and constructed impressive architecture, including towering pyramids and observatories in cities like Tikal, Palenque, and Chichen Itza. Their writing system, featuring intricate glyphs, is the most sophisticated in pre-Columbian America. Mayan society was highly organized, with a clear class structure that included nobles, priests, warriors, and farmers. Although the civilization eventually declined, descendants of the Maya continue to live in Central America, preserving their languages and traditions. Incan Civilization. High in the Andes Mountains, the Incan Civilization thrived from the early 15th century until the Spanish conquest in the 16th century. Centered in modern-day Peru, the Incas created the largest empire in pre-Columbian America, renowned for their engineering feats, including extensive road networks and remarkable structures like Machu Picchu, built around 1450. Their agricultural techniques, particularly terrace farming, revolutionized efficiency on steep slopes. Though lacking a written language, the Incas utilized quipu, a system of knotted strings, for record-keeping and communication. The empire was highly centralized, with the Sapa Inca at its helm, and Cusco served as the heart of administration and culture. The Spanish conquest, beginning in the 1530s, marked the end of the Incan Empire, yet their legacy continues in the stunning ruins and cultural practices of the Andean people. Minoan Civilization. The island of Crete is home to the Minoan Civilization, one of the earliest cultures in Europe. Flourishing from around 2700 to 1450 BCE, the Minoans are renowned for their advanced architecture and vibrant art. The Palace of Knossos features a complex layout and stunning frescoes, showcasing their sophistication. They developed a writing system called Linear A, which remains undeciphered. Minoan society was likely matriarchal, emphasizing goddess worship and elaborate religious ceremonies. The decline of the Minoans was triggered by the eruption of the Thera volcano and subsequent invasions. Despite their fall, the influence of Minoan culture on later Greek civilization is profound and lasting. Hittite Civilization. In the heart of Anatolia, modern-day Turkey, the Hittite civilization rose to prominence around 1600 BCE. Known for their military prowess, the Hittites were among the first to use iron weaponry and chariots effectively. Their capital, Hattusa, featured impressive fortifications and royal archives filled with cuneiform tablets. The Hittites established one of the earliest known peace treaties with Egypt after the Battle of Kadesh. Their legal and administrative systems were advanced, and their pantheon of gods showed a unique blend of indigenous and Mesopotamian influences. The fall of the Hittite Empire, around 1200 BCE, remains a subject of scholarly debate, often linked to the mysterious sea peoples. Phoenician Civilization. Sailing to the shores of the eastern Mediterranean, we find the Phoenician Civilization, renowned for their seafaring and trade skills. From around 1500 to 300 BC, Phoenician city-states like Tyre, Sidon, and Byblos became major trade hubs. They are credited with creating one of the first alphabets, which greatly influenced later writing systems, including Greek and Latin. Their expertise in shipbuilding and navigation allowed them to establish colonies across the Mediterranean, including Carthage. The Phoenicians were also skilled artisans, producing exquisite purple dye and glass. Despite their eventual subjugation by powerful empires like the Assyrians and Persians, the Phoenicians' contributions to writing and trade left a lasting legacy. Olmec Civilization. In the tropical lowlands of south-central Mexico, the Olmec civilization flourished from around 1200 to 400 BC, often considered the mother culture of Mesoamerica. The Olmecs influenced later civilizations like the Maya and Aztecs. They are best known for their colossal stone heads, which are believed to represent rulers. The Olmec heartland, including sites like San Lorenzo and La Venta, was marked by complex society and significant ceremonial centers. They developed early forms of writing and the Mesoamerican ballgame. The Olmecs' artistry in jade and other materials, along with their religious iconography featuring jaguars and other symbols, speaks to their rich cultural heritage. Carthaginian Civilization. The Carthaginian Civilization, founded by Phoenician settlers in modern-day Tunisia around 814 BC, emerged as a dominant maritime power in the Western Mediterranean. Known for its formidable navy and mercantile skills, Carthage thrived as a center of trade. Hannibal, the renowned military leader, is a key figure in history for his audacious crossing of the Alps with war elephants to confront Rome during the Punic Wars. Although Carthage ultimately fell to Rome in 146 BC, leading to its destruction, its influence on trade and naval warfare left a lasting legacy. Advances in shipbuilding and significant contributions to Mediterranean culture and commerce are hallmarks of Carthage's enduring impact. Nubian Civilization. Heading south of Egypt, the Nubian civilization thrived along the Nile in what is now Sudan. This civilization, particularly through the powerful kingdoms of Kush, was an influential neighbor and rival to ancient Egypt from around 2500 BC. The Nubians adopted many aspects of Egyptian culture, including pyramid building, while also maintaining distinct practices. The city of Meroe, flourishing from the 8th century BC, became a significant center of iron production and trade. Notably, Nubian pharaohs ruled Egypt during the 25th dynasty known as the Kushite dynasty, which lasted from 747 to 656 BC. Despite being overshadowed by Egypt, the Nubians made lasting contributions to the region's history and culture. Mycenaean Civilization. Traveling to mainland Greece, we discover the Mycenaean Civilization, which thrived from around 1600 to 1100 BC. Known for their impressive citadels like Mycenae and Tiryns, the Mycenaeans were skilled warriors and traders. They developed the linear B script, an early form of Greek writing used for administrative purposes. The Mycenaeans are often associated with the Homeric epics, including the legendary Trojan War. Their society was hierarchical, with powerful kings and a warrior aristocracy. The decline of the Mycenaean civilization around 1100 BC remains a mystery, often attributed to internal strife and external invasions, but their legacy lived on in Greek mythology and culture.